A UFO in China's skies forced Zhoushan Airport to stop operations on July 7th. Outbound flights were grounded after the unidentified flying object was detected by a flight crew. The incident has captured the attention of Chinese media. Theories about the UFO's identity are burning up on the internet as well. They include everything from a hidden U.S. bomber to an elaborate man-made hoax. For now, the UFO continues to be a mystery. A spokesman from China's Civil Aviation Administration confirmed to ABC News that the matter is under investigation.
那个云现在全部都是红色的。
哦，彩霞。
云有可能是真光，这个有点很难解释。
那边是
右转，那个3.0右转的。老白，你给我录下来。
哎，你看它这个彩霞。
可以看，还是个
彩虹的，这个云
就吹过去的烟的。
对，
整边的。
哎，还是灯耀。
看到了，看到了。
前面那个尖，
而且它是在云的上面了。你看云倒吹过去，对这个三角形都没影响，都透。
对，
云都是透的，
就很清晰啊。
有个星球在上面。
这就是那个。
是不是外星人的飞机哦？
科幻片里面的一个飞船。
哎，你有发言权吗？这个航空航天的从这个。
我是皮毛，我只能听他们小叔说。
电解管的地方更高。
我等这是航空，我是航天。真的是。我也拍到了。
这就是华为的力量。
我现在真的好清楚啊。
看这里的那一朵云好红色。
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam, and as you can plainly see, China and the Chinese have been some busy little bees when it comes to the UFO phenomenon, tracking and straight up hunting them with their new $1 trillion radio telescope. But before we get to that, real quick guys, I just have to throw this in here. I need your help right quick. So my last video, the one that showed the telescopic video of the multiple flashing lights on the moon, well, that video has now been demonetized. And one might wonder, how could a 7-minute video of the moon be considered by YouTube as not advertiser friendly? Well, I then later found out that it was not because of the moon footage, but for the about 5-second ending to the video where I gave remembrance for a very special day of this month, the day that the video was posted. I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about. It's the 20th anniversary, and so that's why they took it away. And so if you guys would like to support me like you have, and you've been great about it, stop by our merch shop, secureteamtees.com. We have various logo designs, various colors for every t-shirt or hoodie or tank top you like, Secure Team hats, heck, even my own Secure Team hat just came today, which I featured in an Instagram video you're seeing here, and I was really happy and proud to wear it. I've got the Insomnia mobile behind me, great quality trucker hats and snapbacks. If I wouldn't wear it, I definitely wouldn't tell you guys to wear it. So your support is paramount to the continuation of this channel. And with that, let's get back to it. So as you saw, sort of in sequence at the beginning, China has always known about the UFO phenomena. It has been occurring over there for many years. It's not just something that happens in America. It's just that China hides it way better, except for the fact that they built this $1 trillion telescope for no other purpose than to capture UFOs or alien signals. And so then the footage that you just saw play is from this year. It was captured in June or July, I believe, of what appears to be another one of these silent, black, sharp-edged triangles hovering through the sky, moving slowly above Shanghai, China. And there were multiple videos of this. It was posted by Chinese news, or rather tweeted, and you're seeing those tweets here. The tweet translated reads, quote, "In the UFO incident in Shanghai, a triangular UFO has been suspended in the middle of the clouds." And so I increased the contrast, as you saw, just a little bit of contrast enhancement so you could actually see the object better and know for sure that there is a triangular shaped object sitting there in the sky above Shanghai. And there certainly is. And as I play you this sped up footage of this object moving or sitting in the sky, it's plain as day. Now, IFL Science even did a news story on this, titled, "Eerie Footage Appears to Show Triangular UFO Hovering Over Shanghai." And they couldn't make heads or tails of it. And they posted a photograph of the Statue of Liberty and how that casted a shadow on the clouds above that could have created a similar effect above Shanghai. But when you compare the two, it's obvious that whatever is above Shanghai is a completely intact object. It is not a shadow from a high-rise that connects down to any of the other buildings. This thing is solid, it's by itself, it's unattached to anything. And the many people of Shanghai who know these streets, who know the city, who know these skies, were totally perplexed, which should give you even more evidence that this object was definitely out of place. And so as you're watching this here, it's amazing stuff. And as I showed you in order from where it first started back in the mid-2010s, there was a number of UFO incidents, particularly over Chinese airports, where hundreds of flights were grounded, where we had these cigar-shaped objects that were parking themselves above these airports and then vanishing just as quickly. And in many of the photographs, you'll see what appear to be light beams of some sort beaming down to the ground. And as I looked at these images, it immediately reminded me of the, in my opinion, identical or almost identical capture of a very similar UFO over the Gold Coast of Australia that occurred right around the same time, around 10 or 11 years ago or more, where on a beach web camera, this long blue lit cylinder was captured moving slowly above the shoreline. Tremendous light beams coming down from the object, lighting up the beach down below. And it looks very similar to what we saw over Shanghai back in the 2010s. Well, then the UFO sightings started to escalate, and that's where we had more footage coming out of China, where it then came to light that China was then beginning its work on building this massive radio telescope, the biggest ever built, and then finally began testing it in the late 2015s. And so we have this new footage here, and it's just amazing because it goes back to this new documentary that I'm making a small cameo in. It's not my film, but I do make a cameo in it, and it's all about these TR-3Bs, these silent black triangles. Well, you may be asking, what is a TR-3B? Well, in short, it is said to be a US-made craft that has alien technology incorporated. It's triangular in shape, it's silent, it uses anti-gravity to move at will, it is unable to be picked up on radar, and can move at breakneck speeds. And so is this what we're seeing above China another TR-3B, or is it something from off-planet? And as I said, the Chinese has known about these things for years. Why else would they spend billions, if not trillions of dollars, that could definitely be spent for better purposes in their growing country And the reason is plain to see, as you're seeing on the screen here. More and more of these sightings began to occur. And China, just like all the other major superpowers, wanting to be the first at everything, they wanted to build the biggest, baddest telescope out there and be the first to possibly detect alien life, because they'd seen it, because Chinese news had published it. And so I wanted to get your take on this new footage taken in June above Shanghai, China. Were you there? Have you seen something similar? Do you have footage? If so, send it in. The email is down in the video description. I am always looking for new and great UFO footage, whether you found it on YouTube or you shot it yourself. Send it in, email it to me. Now, you may be asking, could this be a secret Chinese technology sitting up there in the clouds above Shanghai? Well, the closest thing I could find to anything UFO-shaped was this saucer-like object that is propelled much like a helicopter that was leaked, or the Chinese released video and imagery of, to the internet back in 2020. And while it does look like your typical 1950s flying saucer, it definitely does not look like what we are seeing here above Shanghai. So, does China know something more than we do here in the good old US of A? Or could this object above Shanghai been one of our legendary TR-3B craft doing secret reconnaissance? Only time will tell. So thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for your support as always. Stay tuned, subscribe. Much more coming from your boy here. Love you all, and I will see you all back in just a bit.